Hey everyone, Evil here. Now today I wanted to go over a few possibly worthwhile reasons to jump in and participate with the New World Aeternum open beta test happening this weekend, September 13th to September 16th. As I do think there's at least one reason for most players to join in, whether you're a 1,000-hour Andy in the initial release of New World, or even someone looking to get into it for the very first time. Firstly, who I think will have the most takeaway from the open beta test is the new player, specifically the new player on console, as it seems to be Amazon's focus at this stage. Not only will you have the obvious free access to an otherwise paid base game for 3 full days to craft your own personal opinion, but during the beta you will seemingly have access to most of what the first paid expansion, the OG PC version of the game, had received, most notably being the access to mounts to better navigate the world of Aeternum, or use the flail and shield in combat. Next, we have the actually rather massive portion of players who were interested in New World during its initial release, but unfortunately didn't stick around terribly long for numerous, now mostly resolved reasons. And I do mean massive, with a reported 17 million copies sold on PC alone, coupled by almost 1 million concurrent player base back in 2021. AGS has spent plenty of time both fixing and enhancing the player experience, resulting in a more polished version of the game, hopefully to be enjoyed much more so than their first time in Aeternum. Now, maybe you pushed through the launch issues and kept with the game until you felt you'd simply just played all there was to play, left due to simply not having content to do. It makes sense. So if that was your deciding factor, then luckily this is exactly that. There is new content to be played, hopefully being just as, if not more enjoyable than what you had initially stuck around for. Potentially, in a sort, a phoenix from the ashes for some people looking for something enjoyable to play. Okay, so you're not a new player getting into it for the first time, and you're also not someone who left during the early days of New World's initial release, but instead, you're still playing New World. Daily, weekly, monthly, whatever it may be. Well, you could view the beta as a PTR of sort. That's a public test realm for any unfamiliar. Your character will be capped at a max of level 30 for the beta, meaning most of the interesting in-game content you likely look forward to is inaccessible, though it's not as if you won't notice anything different, as much has changed when exploring Aeternum, even in your first 30 levels of play. And let's be honest, when's the last time you did those first 30 levels? And if I had one more good reason, lastly, I have probably the single most important reason you should give New World Aeternum Open Beta a fair shake. And this goes for all players, new, old, returning, tall, small, doesn't matter who you are, and that is free skins. Now, I won't tell you it's the coolest skin around, but I will tell you again and again, it's free. For simply getting your beta character to level 25 in the open beta this weekend, you'll earn yourself free skins to use in the live version of the game that is going to be releasing come October. Now, if any of that has you at all interested, I welcome you to come play and join me this weekend, where I'll be live on Twitch streaming the entire beta. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing, and maybe I'll catch you in the next one.